We have new information tonight about the murder of an Anderson County father found dead early this morning by his teenage son. 2 people have now been arrested. WIFF News Source Mandy Gaither is live and local outside of the Anderson County Detention Center with the very latest.
The coroner says the victim died after being hit in the head with an object. He says he had stab wounds to his neck and burns to his body. He says accelerant was used before a fire was set. Tonight, 2 brothers are being held in the case. 11 hours after their investigation began, Anderson County deputies walked Oscar Ernest Lance and his brother Jacob into the sheriff's office for questioning in the murder of this 53-year-old father. Todd Cantlay's body was found around 3 a.m. inside his home on McAllister Drive near Pendleton. His teenage son, named Brooks, according to neighbors, woke up to smoke, put out a small fire, and discovered his father.
Although often on the wrong side of the law, Oscar Lance tried to do his best for his younger brother Jacob. This had little effect, as Jacob was confrontational and cocky. Jacob sold drugs and had gotten into more than a few fights with clients and other dealers. One buyer, Brooks Cantlay, became angry when he thought Jacob shorted him on the amount he received. Cantlay harassed Jacob and made threats, and as the situation escalated, Brooks brought his father, Todd Cantlay, into the mix. Todd Cantlay was even more aggressive than his son, and Jacob decided he needed to be taught a lesson. He enlisted the help of Oscar Lance, and the brothers drove over to the Cantlay home late at night. There, they beat Todd Cantlay to death with a bat, and then proceeded to go through the house and steal multiple guns, guitars, a gaming system, and other items. Before they left, they set fire to Todd Cantlay's body. Brooks, who was asleep in the other room, woke up before the fire got out of control. He hadn't heard what happened to his father, but he knew exactly where to direct the detective's attention.
I watch shows. I've never been, I don't know, probably don't look my record up by now. You've got DUS charges on me and child support. I've never been in this room. You said it was about burglary.
And well, yeah, burglary's part of it. But let's start with where you was at last night.
Last night.
And listen.
Yeah.
Don't play me for a fool.
I know the good bad cop. I know you probably got somebody back there being recorded.
No, it ain't about all that.
But I'm trying to be upfront with you.
Okay.
That's what. Last night I hung out with Jake. I called Jacob when I got off work. And I go, look, bro, you doing anything? He's like, nah, man, listen, bitch, and that's about it. And they always argue. I don't know if you met her yet. Been in their house. 16-year-old mother. Always start drama. Well, man, I want to get high, but I ain't got no money. I said, well, I got $10. So he got me a .5, a pot, a loud. We sat there and drove and smoked.
Lance starts with a story that he has concocted with his brother. They haven't had much time, and it should be easy to trip Lance up on the details.
We rode down to Anderson Beach, right past it, the mechanic shop, hung out for a little bit. I had to go to work next day. Well, I was supposed to go to work. Well, Jake taught me to go out and get some beer. I ain't gonna lie, I bought him a beer. He's underage.
Right.
Which one? 7-Eleven near Glen Raven, because it's right beside my house.
The one right there by the DOT place?
No. Like when you're coming off exit 21 south, headed north, you're pulling off exit 21, take a left, right across from Glen Raven at that 7-Eleven. That's one place I stopped and got a beer. Because I had multiple beers last night. I'm probably drunk.
What were y'all riding in?
Sir?
What were y'all riding in?
In his vehicle.
Which is?
That gold car you had up there at my mother's house?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one right there. I don't have a vehicle. I have no license. But we were hanging out, and they started bitching and griping, and my ex and me started bitching and griping. Well, I went bowling. I went bowling all the way up to 9 o'clock last night at the Anderson Bowling Alley. And the girl that owns the Bubbles Bath and Works on McGee Road, she can verify because that's who I went with. And she probably dropped me off 9:30, 10, somewhere around in there. I can't be exact on time.
Where at?
At my house.
Who dropped you off?
Her name is Brenda. Brenda Beard, like Big Black the Beard, and she works. Her parents own that Bubbles Bath right behind this place. Matter of fact, where where Repside Moorhead Heating and Air is.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking directly at it, to the right of it, her parents own that. I hung out with her.
The dog grooming place?
Yeah, yes, there it is. I hung out with her. It had to be around 10 o'clock. And
She dropped you off where?
She dropped me off at my house.
Mm-hmm.
And then it might have been Mom's. But I mean, I didn't do nothing. That's what I'm saying. But I get dropped off, Jake comes and hangs out with me, we get tore up. And we're sitting there chilling. I go get a beer and everything. And then it was about 2 o'clock. I lay down. About 2 o'clock this morning, I lay down. But I take my sleeping pill and I took me a Clonopin, which I was previously prescribed. And I had them things for over a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I took them little green ones, took that, finished off half of my Bud Light, which if y'all walked in my bedroom, y'all would have seen a half of Bud Light sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And I lay down in my bed and passed out.
All the way until we got you.
Yeah, it scared the shit out of me because I heard somebody at my window and I was like, that could be my boss man because if I don't answer the front door because he knocks like po-po, if I don't hear that, he'll go bang on the side of it. So I was thinking of him and I was jumping up. I didn't have no underwear on. I was went to sleep, put some pants on, and all of a sudden y'all busted through my door. I put my hands up and I cooperated.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, I tried not to throw myself on the ground, but but I hung out with Jacob yesterday. I hang out with him every day.
So between 2 and 2 o'clock this afternoon, for 12 hours, you stayed at home.
Yes, sir.
Didn't go nowhere.
No. I don't want to screw myself. Rephrase the question. From 2 a.m. till now, I stayed at home. Yes, sir. I know it was right in it, too, is when I was at home.
Yeah.
Because I don't stay out late.
The woman Lance claims to have spent the evening with doesn't corroborate his story.
You check my charges.
Why you work today?
I was supposed to work today.
Why?
And as a matter of fact, if I go check my phone, he'll probably hit me up a couple times. But I don't work every day with him. It's not a full-time job.
Yeah.
If he can't get his fat butt up in our house, do a change out, do a dirt work, he calls me in and it helps me out because it's a part-time job for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I do all kind of other different jobs.
Where is your phone?
At the house, I suppose.
Where? What is it?
It should be laying on my nightstand.
What kind is it?
It's a flip phone, LG flip phone. It's a rinky-dink, like 1999 little phone.
Okay.
I'm being straight up with you. Can you be straight up with me? Because this ain't about some little burglar. I hate to say it the way, don't take it.
Yeah.
I just want this, but I just want to know why I'm sitting just reading this army.
Yeah. Let me answer this right quick and I'll be right back. I'm going to check on that costume too. Okay? Be right back.
I'm not going to run. You don't have to lock the door, bud.
Coffee good? I couldn't find it in the book.
I'll be honest. I'm kind of iffy about drinking it.
Why you iffy about drinking it? What?
I'm in this place.
Huh?
I'm in this place.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you think I've done something to her or something like that, I'll take it away.
I tasted it already. I just...
Trust us, the same stuff we tried. Yeah. All right, where were we? I'm sorry.
You were asking me where I was.
Yeah,
I was at home until that point. Y'all came to the door. That's the last thing you said. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So what's wrong with the coffee?
It's not y'all. It's me feeding on it because, look, when I was at Fort Lee, Virginia, I went out to a bar. Next thing I know, I woke up in the middle of the night outside. And nobody ever fixes my drink. My mama don't even make my plate.
Oh.
It's not y'all. Y'all been great. I'm trying to cooperate.
But anyway. So you was home all night till we got you out a while ago.
Yes, sir. I mean, I was hanging out with Jacob. We rode around. We always do. We don't sit in the yard because my ex don't smoke pot.
You go down 28 bypass at all last night, buy a beer. Where'd you ride to?
Bypass. I don't remember going out 28 bypass boss.
So where'd y'all ride to? You said you guys rode around.
Yeah, I went and picked up some beer, and me and him rode around and smoked joint. You know that little horseshoe road right beside the Anderson Beach?
Yep.
We rode that road, we always do, and that gives us enough time to smoke a blunt. And we parked, we talked, he was telling me he wants to leave her. He's tired of the bullshit, but he's not on birth certificate, so he can't leave. I mean, man, that's my little man, I raised him.
Mm-hmm.
So we sat there and chilled. But I can't, I mean, I'm trying to give you a...
So why you let him deal with dope, sell pot? And...
Why do I let him?
Yeah, you raised him. Why you let him?
You know how many times I've sat down and talked to him? And when Riley was at that Ronald McDonald house, I begged him to stop selling that stuff. I get him a job with me. I enabled him for a year. Let me borrow $20. I'll give it to you next week. He never gave it back. But he's my brother. I tried. I smoke pot every now and then. But I don't enable him to do nothing. I don't go make jugs with him or, hey, go to this guy and sell it to this guy.
I didn't say you did.
I know, that kind of, I can't beat him. I can't whoop his ass. I try to talk to him like a person. If he don't listen to me, that's like me being a dumbass. You tell me to do something, not to do something, and my dumbass does it, whose fault is it? Right? But I tried so hard with Jacob because my dad wasn't around. I tried.
Lance had always been complicit in his brother's dealings and may have been the one to start him on that path in the first place.
And I wasn't nothing but a fuck up. I told you I got a dishonorable discharge because I went to a party. And look, now I'm sitting here. I thought it was child support. I'm sitting there busting my ass trying to pay my child support. So I ain't in jail on Christmas, you know? My birthday's the 23rd of this month. Last 2 years, I've been trying to fix my fucking life. I've been trying to take him right with me, dragging him right along, but you can't let nobody make choices. I mean, make their choices for him. I told him, come move in with me, stay in my bed, I'll sleep on the couch, get away from her, get you a job. I've been telling him for months to get a job. If you already know he's slinging, because I know he's hot out there, everybody runs their mouth. I grew up on the street.
Does he have a temper problem?
He does have a temper. But
somebody across from talk about his mama, he gonna go bust him in the head?
No, Jacob. Now you talk now, real talk. I ain't trying to bullshit you. He'll meet you in the street. He'll call you out in that street. What'd you say about my mama? And he'll do that mama match all day because I raised him that way. We used to come up with mama jokes all the time. But yeah, I mean, he will whoop somebody's ass when it comes down to it. But I ain't seen Jake fight but twice, and that was over money. And they went on about the business. Jake grabbed him up by the arm, pulled him on up.
What about you? Would you enforce it?
What I would.
Enforce mama or somebody wanting to threaten you, your family?
This is my rule. You won't disrespect my mom, I may, but I wouldn't do nothing dumb. Now let me ask you a question. What's this referring to?
Last night.
What?
Here's the thing, Dad.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm lost, and I can't stand not figuring all the pieces out. If you get what I'm saying.
Well, you know, I got a job to do. Okay, I got a job to put people in jail, prove they did stuff or didn't do stuff. If I find stuff along the way that says they did it, you know, I got to go that route.
It's like probable cause, correct?
That's kind of like why you sitting here, okay? But at the same time, if you didn't do it, I got to prove that you didn't do it. You believe that?
Yeah, I understand that. Okay. So it makes me feel like you're neutral in this situation.
Right.
Okay, I mean, I don't mean to sound offensive by any means.
Here's the thing. You and Jacob was at another man's house last night and burglarized the house. Did you not?
No.
You didn't take no guitars, you didn't take the TV. That TV that's in your bedroom over there, that's not.
I've had a TV that. You talking about my little TV?
There's a TV hooked up in the living room, right? But you got another TV off in another bedroom?
We have 3 TVs in the whole house. And I've had them.
You've had them?
I've had them.
You got no guitar in the house?
All of the stolen electronics were found in Lance's home.
I don't play guitar.
You ain't got no guitar in the house?
I mean, there might be with her boyfriend.
Who?
I don't know. I know she's dating somebody.
Who?
Jessica, the one. It's a fucked up. It's fucked up. Who?
You like Jessica Beard?
No, Jessica Bush.
Brenda Beard, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Brenda's who I was hanging out with.
You said
last
she
night.
like Jessica yet.
I know, because she's the love of my life and I want her back. And he busted in the door really about, but we've been split up for 15 months. I lost my cool with her. I was jealous. I thought she was talking to somebody at Glenraven. Well, we stopped talking for about 6 months, but that's my little man. I helped raise him. So me and my mom was having problems. She drank. I couldn't put up with shit no more. I moved down there with her and paid her rent. So I live on the other side of the house. She lives on this side of the house. And we don't mess around or nothing.
Okay.
Okay. That's Jessica that I'm talking about. The girl I was with last night was Brenda, which is over at the agreement place.
But you've never seen Jessica's boyfriend.
No.
It's a single wide trailer. It's not an 8,000 square foot mansion. It's a single wide trailer.
But
If she had a boyfriend at the house, you would see it, right?
But by the way you're saying this, I don't bring women to that house. If I'm gonna get me some nookie or go off on a date, I leave. They don't pull in the yard. I show respect to her, but I love her. I told her I want her back. I wrote her a letter. She said it's just not worth it. Ain't that enough? Yeah, I mean, I'm not being. I mean, if a woman told you it's just not worth it.
Well, does she give you the same courtesy?
What do you mean? Yeah, I'm not there.
She don't bring her?
Yeah, I go to Jake's house and stay the night. If you talk to Alyssa and them last 2 weeks, I've been staying there about 3 nights out of a week because they didn't want to argue with Jess. It's always bickering. You need to clean up this. You need to do this. You need to do this. I'm paying your rent. I ain't gonna clean up your side of the house. If y'all went through the house, y'all see how nasty it was to the left side of the house versus the right side of the house. I take care of that side because I hang out in the kitchen. I hang out in the living room. And you see my dog? Y'all didn't scare my dog, did you?
I hadn't been.
She don't like guns.
I hadn't been in your house.
I trained her that way. She don't like guns, knives, nothing. But I mean, just ask a question. I'll answer.
Where were you at last night?
Last night I went bowling at the Anderson bowling place.
Let's back up to about midnight. Where were you at from midnight?
That's after 1:00.
Until we got you out of the house.
That's after 1:00. Jake came over. I got some green. I remember picking up 2 for $3. Where was 2 for $3 beers at? Bud Lights. But it wasn't down there. Y'all said on 28. It was around the house.
I asked.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to remember because I usually don't get asked this shit. But I bought me a tall boy. Jake didn't want one at a time, and then they had that 2 for $3 sale. And there's 16 ounces. I got him one. And that was around 2. I want to say 7-Eleven near my house is where I was at.
Okay.
Because the road, that horseshoe trail, I want to say he even stopped and got gas there at that night.
Who was driving?
Who was? No. He was.
You ain't gonna drive?
You ain't seen my record? I lost my license.
Don't stop people from driving.
All right, I'll tell you how it worked. Worked at Waffle House, had a nice Tacoma truck, worked my ass off when I got out of the military. Well, I forgot to pay on my taxes. They took my license. I got pulled over picking my daughter up. On the way to pick her up, they said, "Oh, you lost your license for financial reason." Took me to jail, charged me $720. I had to go back to work. So I drove my ex's car. I know I shouldn't have, but I done what I had to do. Locked my ass up for 3 months. One more strike, I do believe that's 90 days or 9 months in jail on a DUS 3rd. No.
Done driving.
Done. I won't even back your car out the freaking driveway. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I want a moped. I've been trying to find one. I think I can have one under 250 cc's.
The detective isn't interested in who was driving, outside of it being a possible point of discrepancy between the brothers.
Without having a license. But that's what I'm needing. That's why I'm stuck in these shitty jobs. But I'm trying to come up, man. Anything? I mean, just keep asking, I'll answer. I'm here to cooperate.
How far behind child support are you?
I am, on one case I'm behind over $8,000, and on the other one she dropped child support because I don't get to see her over $5,000. And I pay on the what is it?
Arrears.
Arrears. I pay on the arrears right there, and I pay $85 a week on my other kid.
Do they have a warrant on you for that?
No. I ain't gonna receive papers for it. I've been waiting on it because I got behind for a month, but I started going over there paying $55 because that's all I had. And that woman last time, she said, as long as you pay, make it look where you paying. You want? Do I have a warrant for child support?
I don't know.
I mean, you said you had something on me. That's why I wanted to know. I've been trying.
I got a brother on me.
You ain't got a burglar on me, boss.
The hell I don't. Why you think you're sitting here? Why you think the SWAT team kicked in your damn door?
Yeah, I know SWAT team. First time in my damn life.
You know?
I don't make a life out of this.
Well, tell me about the BMW last night. Let's see where you go with that. The BMW from Todd's house, where did it go?
Who's Todd, first off? No bullshit. Who's Todd?
The guy that's been threatening to shoot up Jacob and your mama and the family's house. And
I know what you're talking about now. He texted Jacob the other day. I was over there, and I want to say it was, what's the day? Like a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
He hit his phone up talking about Jacob ripped him off on like $1.5 aloud.
Yep.
Talking about that he's going to come rape his mama.
Todd Cantlay harassed Jacob Lance for not giving his son as much weed as he had paid for. He quickly devolved into insults and threats, which was more than enough to set off Jacob's temper.
I know what you're talking about now. I wouldn't have jumped in that bullshit. And I ain't claiming for nothing. You can continue asking questions. But I know what you're talking about. But I don't know him personally. I was supposed to go over there and put his fireplaces in. Because I rode over there one time.
Todd's house.
Yeah. Listen, this is a year ago. You can even call 864-436-7158. I had the job to go ahead and put in the gas fireplaces in his house. And that's my boss man, Joe. You can write it down, call him, because we were going to go out there and price the job. I've been out to that man's house one time, and that was to drop shit off of them. But this dude kept texting Jacob, and I picked up the phone and said, let me tell you something, man. You need to quit running your dick liquor to a little kid like that. I said, you're a sorry-ass parent to let him buy weed in the first place, and now you're talking about snitching on Jacob, talking about he knew where all his plugs was, where he done his business and all that shit. I said, that's some bullshit, because you're a grown-ass man. I know I wouldn't let my kids smoke that shit. I've been beating their ass and bar up their damn window. I know I do, but my 10-year-old daughter ain't gonna be smoking. But that's to the extent of that. And you probably, if he recorded that, that's me saying it, real talk. Because I got tired of hearing the shit. Do you have Jake's phone? Well, if you get a hold of Jake, he never deletes nothing. It should be recorded. That man was going off on him, but I don't know Jake to do nothing like that.
To rip him off, or
to do shit, bro. My brother's a pussy. He'll stand up for his own. Let me point out, for example, we was at Edgewood, right? Edgewood Apartments. This boy Zay owed him $25 for some lower tabs he sold. There's me, my cousin Drew, and Jake standing outside in the rain. This little boy Zay walks up to him and punks Jake out and knocks him all the way back in the car. And I cut the car off, tell him let's leave. Jake is not the type to go bust in gung ho. He's not made that way. I'm not made that way. But it is what it is.
Well, what is it?
What do you mean by that, boss? Just because I said it is what it is? That's my favorite saying. If you get on Facebook, that's my favorite quote. Life's a bitch, then you married one, some other one. But, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, honestly, when you first walked in this room, you looked at me like a person. Right now, I'm not done. You look at me like
I'm just listening.
Like I'm an idiot. I don't know what to tell you because I took a Clop and he's brought me a couple of beers. But that don't mean I'm going to burger out so I ain't home. And something about a BMW. Look, ain't they one of the most expensive cars any damn way for parts? I mean, if you check mine, I have the shittiest vehicles you can find. Pay cash for it and that's it, man. Just
Did Jake throw you under the bus? To help himself?
Hell, I don't know. I didn't do nothing. He can throw me all up under anything he wants to.
He wouldn't throw you under the bus. He wouldn't sit right there in that seat and say, wasn't me, it was Ernie.
I don't know, boss. But is this where the good cop, bad cop comes in? Because I don't.
No. See, here's what happened. Okay, I come in here, I talk to somebody. I say, listen, be honest. Every time. You go through the whole same spiel. And they sit right there, they go through their spiel of their lies and their side of the story, or whatever you want to call it. So we get all that out of the way. Okay. And so then I start poking holes in your story.
Yeah. Okay. And you're going to see if I come up with a different story.
And sometimes you realize that I know more than I.
Yeah, y'all some smart people. You could stand 50 feet away and know how fast I'm going without a damn clock. I know.
And then you realize that and you start telling the truth. Okay? But the point of it is, you and Jake went to Todd's house last night.
Negative.
You and Jake went to Todd's house last night. Okay? That happened.
Negative, boss.
And I didn't know what happened in the house. Who did what?
Like I done told you, I didn't go to his house.
You wasn't there.
I wasn't at his house.
So it was Jake and who?
It wasn't Jake, nothing. Jake was with me yesterday evening. That's what I just told you.
Okay. Well,
what
Jake
time he dropped me off, I don't know.
So Jake was with you, so that means you and Jake was at Todd's house.
Now you're turning my words, boss man.
No.
I wasn't at Todd's house. And I ain't going to sit here and get mad, but I'm going to simply tell you I was not at that MFer's house, is what I'm telling you. It don't take, look, I can take a collab and drink a couple beers. I ain't going to forget what the fuck I'm doing. Excuse my French, Lord, I apologize. But anyways, I wasn't at Todd's house.
Okay.
I'm not twitching, I'm not going crazy. I was not at Todd's house. I was with my brother last night.
Who says here? Who says he was at Todd's house?
Was he?
With you?
Not with me.
The detectives introduce information designed to turn Lance against his brother by making him believe that Jacob confessed they were at the scene of the crime. They will do this to both brothers. In most cases, at least one suspect will fall for this tactic.
Y'all stick with that then. Roll with it. Because I wasn't. And I ain't going down from that stupid shit.
You know, it is what it is.
You said it, brother. It is what it is.
But that happened. There was two people at Todd's house last night. You and Ernie. Excuse me.
I'm Ernie.
Right. You and Jacob was at Todd's house. Something awful happened. Me and Debbie got stole. Y'all tried to set it on. Somebody tried to set it on fire. And that didn't work either. I mean, all that mess.
Well, I'm glad you filled me in on what finally happened instead of piecing and waiting to see what else had to say. I just like a man to be up front with me.
I just didn't get a chance to tell me the truth.
I was in the military, so technically, if I was going to try to burn something, that bitch would be burned. You got me?
Okay.
I wouldn't go in there.
Teach you how to burn stuff?
No, I just know me.
Okay.
But I'm not trying to be a smart ass boss, but y'all done got to put under my skin with that, because you keep going from y'all to somebody. And that's starting to piss me off, because y'all's ass was sitting at the house last night. Well, we was just hanging out, and I went back to the house. But I wasn't at Todd's house. Don't matter what Jake says, because in my head, I'm being honest with you right now, you could be playing me a bunch of bullshit. That's fine.
I don't have time for that, though.
I understand, but you gotta get your quota too.
I have no quota. My paycheck stays the same whether you go home or stay go to jail.
Well, I don't want to go to jail, but it is what it is. But I didn't do it.
You sitting here in Orange, you're going to jail. Yeah, I think you're smart enough.
I figured I was in Orange, I was going to jail.
Okay, that's happening.
But I didn't do nothing, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, let's prove your innocence then.
How?
You tell me.
I mean, you asking me every question, I'm answering everything to the T, but I'm not trying to be smart. But I don't know what time, because I don't keep a watch on me. The only thing I had was that bracelet that I had. And I had my cell phone. And that was it, but I don't keep it on me, and half the time it's dead.
Okay.
I don't go eye for eye time every time I make a move. I don't. But I wasn't out that late last night, and that's me, because I don't play on school nights. And drinking a Bud Light last night was like relaxing to me because you can even ask Brenda Beard, 353-7383. That's her number. Call her.
Okay. What's she gonna tell me?
That we was bowling and we drank.
353-7383.
Played 3 games. I scored a 104, a 19, and a 119. And she kicked my ass on the last one. I sat there and drank 3 Bud Lights. She had her a red apple ale, if you know what I'm talking about. Had her 2 of those, actually. We sat there and bullshitted. Went and sat in my driveway, made out for a little bit. But she gets tired, and she gets up at 6 in the morning and running that shit over there, so she has to be home. So it wasn't that late. You'd have to ask her, though.
What does she run?
Huh?
What does she run?
You know, the Bubbles and Bath beside Moorhead, right behind us. The Bubbles and Bath. Beside Henry's AC, Moorhead. Her parents own that. But yeah, I mean, we hung out, but I mean, you can find out when I texted her last because I told her to text me when she got home, and I texted her and I said, "You have a good night, sweetie." And then about 45 minutes later, Jake hit me up. And that's when I sat in the yard. Well, we went and got a cigar, rolled a cigar up, sitting in the driveway. Music was too loud. We left. Rode around, smoked.
And you went to the 7-Eleven by your house?
Yeah, by my house. That's my favorite store.
No other gas station?
That's that one. It's either going to be that store or the one near McDonald's on X19, like you pull out of.
28 bypass by the McDonald's?
No.
No.
You keep bringing it up, but no. That's in L.A. That's going towards my dad's house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he lives down there in Iowa, off Baskin Road.
Yeah, you got another little brother who goes to Crescent, is that right?
Yeah, I have 2. Joseph and Justin. And then I have a sister named Tiffany. And a sister named Jennifer. It's a pretty big little thing.
Well, the good thing is these stores nowadays all have videos.
It's cool. That's why I'm telling y'all this. That's why I'm
we want you to be truthful.
I mean, I told you from the minute y'all locked me up, I will cooperate.
That's good.
I mean, but to say, but what got me, and it's not you, but when y'all say y'all and then somebody, you've done it twice when you insinuated there for a sec. You kind of put under my skin, boss.
Lance isn't bothered by the thought of being caught on security cameras. He's trying to project an open and cooperative attitude, as if he has nothing to hide. It is surprising how many people attempt to do this, even when they know they will appear on footage from locations they claimed they hadn't visited.
But
okay.
It's your job to find the truth out if you got a probe to piss me off or not. I know. I understand.
No.
I just...
Yeah, well, this is, you can try to play games all you want to, but the thing of it is, when I say y'all, I mean you and Jacob. Okay? And then when I say somebody, that is somebody, either you or Jacob. One or the other did something. Okay? I know the 2 players involved, and when I say that, I mean y'all, you and Jacob. And when I say somebody took that guitar, that means either you or Jacob, not mysterious man X.
Yeah, like I was saying, it was when you were saying y'all, you were insinuating Jake and I. When
yes.
It could have been Jake and somebody else. It could have been somebody else and Jake. It could have been...
No, he just explained to you it was never Jake and somebody else. It said it was Jake and you.
Okay. That's what you say.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
All right.
So, in my, and like I said, it is what it is. But you sat here and, you talked about raising Jake and trying to get him on the right path and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, but how came you when I went on the right path? My mama didn't allow me to be around him 4 years.
Okay.
And then that was from 12 to 16.
But you said that.
Yeah.
You said you tried to get him on the right path and all this kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would he throw you under the bus?
I don't think he threw me under the bus.
He sat right there in that seat an hour ago and said, it wasn't me, it was Ernie.
Oh, it's me.
What is it?
What it is, let it ride.
I mean, I don't have time to play games.
I'm not trying to play games with you, but
I don't have time to come in here and lie and just hope that you're going to tell me the truth. Okay, I don't have time for that. I make cases before you get in this seat.
I figured you do.
Okay? That's how we roll.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a team of detectives, 20 fucking people out there working all night, all day, on nothing but the Jake and Ernie. Okay?
Well, how did Jake and Ernie get brought into it? Is my whole thing. What the fuck did I do? Because I went there one fucking time.
Well, Todd's house got robbed.
That's his name?
That's Todd. You know, the guy who installed the fireplace today. Brooks
Yeah,
did.
that's his name.
Threatening your family.
Yeah, that's his name. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I know Brooks because Brooks used to come hang out and play PlayStation at the house.
When I said Todd, Brooks, Daddy, you had that moment of clarity and started telling me about the threats and all. So anyway, that happened. And they went over to Todd's house, robbed him of a bunch of guitars, a TV, Xbox, stuff like that. And while there, decided to beat his head in with a baseball bat.
What?
And as if that wasn't good enough,
You accusing me of this?
I'm not accusing you. I got enough that says that you were there.
I didn't hit nobody. I didn't steal nothing.
You understand the severity of this?
It's very fucking serious is what it is.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Like I said, I had a whole team of detectives working on the Jake and Ernie show. I ain't lying. That happened.
I didn't do that.
Who did?
I don't fucking know. It was not me, though.
So why is Jake sitting right there saying, I didn't do it, Ernie did?
I don't know, but I know I did. And that's all I can tell you. Nothing else I can say.
There was 2 people with Jake last night. Excuse me, there was 2 people there last night. Jake and somebody else.
I swear to you, I did not hurt nobody. I did not steal shit. Now you finally opened the whole picture to me. I didn't think it's a fucking burglary. I've never been set up for burglary. Never dealt with burglary. But to put your hands on somebody's a totally different totally different story. I didn't do that. You take it how you want to, boss.
Well, hell,
If this is the part I got to lawyer up, I don't want to get in trouble.
you sitting there, you in trouble.
I figured I am.
And this ain't a game.
Did you think I say it was? This ain't Grand Theft Auto 5. We ain't playing Halo 5. We ain't playing Black Ops 3 zombies.
But that's why it's so important to you tell me where you was at last night.
I just told you. And I tried to fill you in on everything I can. You
said
want me to
the gas
pick this
station
on a
by
piece
your
of
house.
paper. Do what?
You said the gas station by your house was the last place you were.
Yeah, that I remember. But it ain't like I'm going to black out and go do what you just said. I don't even want it coming out my damn mouth. Boss, you find whatever evidence you have to.
You willing to take a lie detector?
Fuck a lie detector. I trust you. Look, I trust that lie detector like I trust you, boss.
We've had it work.
It might have worked one good time.
We've had it work.
I ain't trying to be short.
You didn't do it. Let's prove you didn't do it.
Let me tell you something. You see this right here? My nerves is already racked because you just brought that up. I got a 10-year-old daughter and I'm facing what? I'm in arms, so I'm going to do a little bit of time already. And now you pulled that shit up. When do you think I'm going to get out? And you want me to make your job easier? I'm sorry. I don't trust them. You see my nerves? My nerves is racked since the minute you busted my goddamn door. But guess what I've done? Put my motherfucking pants on like a man, got on that ground and done like y'all asked. I didn't run like a bitch, did I?
Well, you had no chance to run. You yourself said there was too many of us there.
I'm just simply telling you I didn't run like a bitch, did I? I came straight up to you. I mean, I was trying to get to you.
I wasn't there. I don't know
who was there. There was a bunch of them.
You say you didn't look. Let's prove you didn't do it. I'm all for it.
Look, you can sit here and do this piece of bullshit. That's like a dentist, man. I don't want to lie there to you. That's not making me seem like I'm a fucking liar either. I don't trust them son of a bitches. And there ain't no way you're gonna put me through it.
Okay.
But what the fuck? Why would I hurt him? Over a mama joke?
No, not a mama deal.
Ain't that what you just said? It was over some mama bullshit? I read a couple of texts and I told him he needs to quit texting that fucking phone. And that was it. If y'all pull this shit up like y'all can do, I'll watch CSI.
Lance needs to realize that television shows are fictional and do not accurately reflect how law enforcement works.
Try to anyway when I have time. I know y'all probably got better shit than they do. Pull the records up. I never made a threat towards nobody, and why would I?
But
go ahead, boss, spit it out. I deal with this shit on a daily basis. Well, not this, but I deal with people speaking their mind.
I don't know.
Other than this lady that you went bowling with, which I believe you went bowling with her, but you didn't. She left. Who can verify what you did after that?
Well, my ex seen me up this damn morning because I was going to go damn deer hunting.
What time was that?
It was 5:30 when that one alarm clock went off. I was going to get up and go
What
deer
happened?
hunting.
Who can verify between midnight and 3, other than your brother, who says?
I don't know if I text my mom around that time. I mean, I'm sorry I don't have surveillance, but, you know, if I make it do this shit, I'll keep surveillance on me 24/7 so y'all know where I'm at. But I'm pretty sure I was at home. Like I said, I have no reason to lie to you.
Most people would consider facing possible murder charges a good enough reason to lie, so the detectives are not moved by his reasoning.
Tomorrow's supposed to be the day I get my daughter. I get her every other weekend on Wednesdays. If y'all got the Ernie and Jake show going on, y'all do y'all thing, man. And I ain't trying to be a smart ass, but I'll answer everything you want. But when you brought that hurting a man,
Not just hurting, killing him.
He's dead.
I wouldn't do that. Do you see me?
Yeah, I see.
This ain't bullshit.
You're not the first person to tell me that I wouldn't
Yeah,
do that.
exactly. You're not the first person to say, oh, he rolled over on you either. But I ain't calling y'all out. I'm looking you man to man. I ain't switching away. I ain't looking away. I would not do that shit. And I have a job. I'm sorry. But you just basically accused me of murder now? What's this called? Burglary and murder? I mean, I don't know how y'all define it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what y'all accusing me of. How am I supposed to be?
I understand, dude.
Well, I don't. I really don't. I wish y'all let me put some boxers on. Now I'll be locked up.
But dude, like I said, you know, we want to give you this opportunity to be honest and all that kind of stuff to help yourself. Because
What help you gonna give me? I mean, what? You could write it down on that piece of paper and it goes to court, and then, well, we still can't verify where the fuck he was from 12 to 3. No, I can't verify it because I was fat, keep drinking.
when I say
I'm not gonna be in nobody's house.
when I say help, I mean, you know, when it comes to court time,
What, me admit to something and you make it lighter on me and me spend less time? And when I still get out, my daughter says, I don't want to have shit to do with him. Right?
okay.
I'll try to be cooperative with you, but
I mean,
I would not kill nobody unless it's for my fucking country. Unless you mess with my family, which is like coming up pointing a gun at my family's face. Yeah, I'd get your ass, wouldn't you?
but that happened. He's threatened to come over and shoot up your mama and rape your mama.
Oh my God,
That happened.
you're taking my words out of context. Say, for example, somebody busts in my house. I'm laying in bed and somebody's got a gun or a knife to my woman's head. I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. Fuck the cops. I mean, because you mess with my family. That's the only reason I lose my coat. I'm not that young no more. I don't have time for, like you said, you don't have time for bullshit. I don't either, man.
Well, what about when you was drunk or high last night?
What about it? You ever smoke pot?
No, haven't.
Well, it don't make you feel like Superman. It'll make you 10-foot bottle and bulletproof.
Yeah.
Collodivin's for my mood enhancements. Because I have a chemical imbalance.
Okay.
And that's why I take them. And it's a 1 milligram. Look it up. If y'all have that nice Google thing, I'm not being smart butt again, but it's not a high dosage.
You are defensive. You know,
I got defensive since y'all threw them charges, bro.
You've been defensive the whole time. But
No, since you told me my brother threw me up under a bus. And I'm like, why would he throw me up in a bus? Because I didn't do nothing. That's what's got me lost. You understand? There.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been.
That's why I asked you.
I mean,
Why is he throwing you
in a lie detector test?
That's why he asked you about the lie detector test.
It could be a speeding ticket. I would turn down a lie detector test. I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
That's fine. I just asked if you.
I understand. I know y'all throw that in here nowadays, and sometimes it helps people out, but I don't believe it works. I really don't. I'm a nervous freaking wreck anyway before I even.
I've seen it work in their favor.
Yeah, in y'all's favor. Yeah, I've seen it work.
Your favor. I've seen it work in their favor. As in, suspect or the person I thought may or may not have done something, I've seen it work in their favor. I've seen it.
Boss man, I didn't burglarize nobody.
Okay.
And I did not hurt nobody.
Okay.
Or kill nobody.
Okay. And
Do you have any more questions you more than willing to ask me?
well, you know, Jake sits there and he tells us the story of what happened. You know, he not only tells us, but he tells other people. You know, we've been talking to people since 2, 3 o'clock yesterday morning up until we still got people working. You know, there's people working overtime on a Friday afternoon because of this. Okay? When people tell these stories, you know, about the series of events and things that happen. Mm-hmm. Okay? We follow up on that. Like you said, you went to the 7-Eleven across from Glen Raven. Around
right down right from
midnight, somewhere along there.
It was around that time.
Is what you said. So, what do you think my next thing is going to be?
Follow that up with
Follow that up.
Yeah.
So, if I find you on video at midnight, 7-Eleven, tell the truth on that.
Yeah.
Good boy. Glad he done that.
I mean, even at Anderson Bowling Alley, I was there.
All right. We'll go follow that up.
Oh, but you're going from 12 to 3. You're not worried about time before. I'm trying to think like you. Right?
No. But what I'm saying is I'm just using your story for example. Mm-hmm. Okay. When these other people give stories about they went here, there, and yonder and did this, and this, we follow that up. And so far, everything that your brother has told us about his involvement, he manned up. He told us what he did. He told us what.
Jacob told the detectives the same lie that he and Lance had agreed on, but they were able to break him down more quickly. As soon as he could see that he wasn't believed, he blamed everything on his brother.
You did, or what he says you did. Please correct that. He says what he did, which I can prove. He says what he says you did. And so far, all his shit's adding up. And we're stuck with midnight till we got you out of the house earlier.
Yeah, I didn't go nowhere. I had Pat Jane.
And then you said that you were with him or with him.
Yeah, he always comes and hangs out with me.
And he said he was at Todd's house doing whatever y'all were doing there. Or he said y'all were doing.
That's where I ain't getting sucked in on a fucking thing.
Okay.
I mean, he's got beef, and pull his phone. Look, pull his phone. Do that.
Where is his phone?
Look, let me tell you this way. This month, and I'm not trying to be defensive like you say. I see the good cop, bad cop. Y'all both been good cops. I appreciate y'all's.
Ain't nobody playing.
I know. I've seen the.
You watch too much TV.
I do. I don't have nothing. I don't have a life, buddy.
Jump Street's getting in your head, ain't it?
I don't have a life. I have my kids, work, eat, and sleep. Then I watch CSI most of the time. But anyways, I mean, don't y'all pull phone records and see where this man ran his mouth? That's between them, not I. I live near my mama.
But it's your mama too.
Yeah, it's my mama. And I call my mama a bitch in the damn heartbeat because she is a bitch sometimes. And she gets way too drunk, and I call her belligerent drunk, take your ass inside for her call law.
But it's your mama. And you said that family you protect.
Yeah, family. But
brother was being threatened that you helped
Jacob ripped him off on some weed. How stupid is that? That's on him. Why would I do something for that?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, why would I do something? Look, people gonna run their mouth. I go to my job every day, and I do drywall, and I do the electrical, and I piss people off doing drywall because I gotta put my plug in, and I butt straight through it. So I hear I'm gonna kill you and all this bullshit every day. I put up with stupid stuff every day on my job.
Who you work for?
I do heating and air, but I also do side work on plumbing. I do remodel work, rehab. So I'm not gonna lose my temper. I lost my temper when you brought up murder, because that is no freaking joke, and that's one sin you cannot pass. And that is something serious to me.
Well, serious to us too.
I understand, sir. This is y'all's job. I don't know what you want me to say, because I'm not going to admit nothing I didn't do. It's just the way it is.
I try to get you to let something you didn't do, but I want to free you.
So you
know.
So you think I'm lying? See what I mean?
No,
I want to be lying.
Trying to perplexed, why would your brother throw you under the bus? You raised him. He's yours. That's your little man.
That's the way I perceive him. Have y'all talked to him about me and him?
Sure.
Does he bring me up to like I'm good, I'm the greatest and all that? He looks up to me? Hey, did it come out of his mouth? Y'all didn't say nothing, so I figured no.
No, not in that.
Not those terms.
No.
I mean, really. I mean, because I've always tried to do the best for him, but I wasn't the best.
So why throw you under the bus?
I don't know. But it ain't like I'm going to jump down there with him, because I didn't do shit. You just mentioned her. I can't even say shit out loud, boss.
Well, who was with him last night when he was with you?
Nobody.
Nobody.
I thought Alyssa was when he first pulled up, but then I got in the passenger seat. He was like, "You ready to roll up?" He pulled some weed out. I was like, "Yeah, we can do that." Sitting there in the driveway, where that little spotlight is in my driveway. I smoke pot. I don't go out and buy pounds. Every now and then I smoke. I drink. I'm 32.
So the only people together that last night was you and him.
Yeah. I mean, Jess seen him pull in. Last night, pull in the driveway.
What time did you come back home?
I don't know. But I know it wasn't too freaking late. I mean, it really wasn't.
What do you consider not too late?
2, 3 is my latest. Seriously. But we smoked a blunt, rode around Horseshoe Trail. We stopped right dead at where that 7-Eleven is, turned to the left, went back and cut like you're going to the trash dump, SCDOT. You know what I'm talking about? Turned down that road right there and just stopped, finished it off. I ain't gonna lie, I had a beer in my hand while he was driving. I crushed it, threw it out. I didn't want to get caught with it. But, yeah. And I told you I smoked pot, took a collab and fucking drank beer. So,
Hey, I can't charge for smoking pot. I don't work dope anyway, so I don't really care.
And like most suspects in his position, he is hoping that admitting to a lesser crime will make him seem more trustworthy.
Like Jacob,
I ain't telling you dope, man.
dope selling, I don't care. But I care about that dead man.
I do too.
He can't speak for himself no more.
That's the first thing that ran through my mind when you said the shit.
So.
But it ain't in me to be killing nobody.
Well,
unless I had to do what I had to do in the military. Don't take my words the wrong way, but I could not take a life like that.
What branch of the military were you in?
Regular Army, and I switched National Guard. 151st Signal Battalion.
How many years did you?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, but like I said, I went to a party, I got stupid. But me and my ex split up.
Did you ever go to combat? No.
I was level 3 hand-to-hand combatant. I mean, I done everything I could promotional-wise, trying to move up to an E5. I mean, I fucked up. That was on me. And I've been trying to make it back. I'm 6 years behind in my life, and I'm trying to make it back. But I ain't gonna do it dirty. If y'all come see me Monday through Friday, you're gonna see insulation dirt. I'm itching to death all over me, man, because I work.
You work for yourself?
I work for my boss, man.
Is there a company name? That's what
Yeah, and he don't have, it's called Joe's AC, but he don't officially have his own business. I tried to give him the number if you'd like it.
thought you said Moorhead.
That's where I used to work. That's where she works, right beside it. All right, it's 864 Joe Mabry Jr. 864-436-5866. 7158. He lives off of exit 46B in Greenville, right outside the Waffle House.
How long you been working for him?
He was my technician at Moorhead. I started June 4th last year. And they fired him. I left the room. And I've been working with him a little over 2 years now. Good man. Taught me everything I know.
Why did you leave when he left?
Bullshit. That job sucked. And I was pulling all the weight, and I was getting paid $8.50 an hour. And I couldn't do it because by the time both my child support cases got pulled out, I was making like $72 a week. You can't survive. You understand? And I actually worked with him 3 weeks before I left him because I didn't want to walk out on him. But them are the two people I had contact with yesterday evening. The same two people I talk to every day.
So why wasn't you going to work today?
I was going to work whenever he called me. That's what my phone ain't here.
Well, earlier you said you may go hunt this morning.
Yeah, I got up at. I have two. All right, if you go to, y'all probably still have my door kicked in. Go in on my nightstand and have a gray flip phone. That's my old phone. I use that as an alarm clock to let me know when to call my daughter on her breaks, when to call my ex on her breaks. Well, the one I want to get back with. I use that phone and take pictures with it because my phone don't work. The camera don't work.
Your daughter?
My daughter's 10, my oldest. My youngest is 5. And I have a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old stepson. Would have been a stepson. All right, but I use that other phone for a camera because mine broke. It just shattered. So it's in my bedroom. So, but that's the only
Gray alarm clock phone.
Sir?
The gray phone you use an alarm clock.
Yes, sir. It went off this morning and I was like, fuck it. I slid them on, went to walk out the back door and I was like, it's too freaking cold. And that fog and mist was out there and I was like, bump it. Well, I made it to my bonfire. Have y'all been in the backyard where the bonfire is? I got there and I just started kicking around the bonfire. I said, the hell with this. I went back inside and cuddled up. And that's when y'all had to call. Well, y'all had made your way in.
No, we didn't get there about 2 o'clock this afternoon.
I was a big.
Okay.
I think it was like 1356.
I don't know.
Yeah, 1356 when I looked at the other officer walked.
I don't know. I've been out since 3 this morning or 2, whatever fucking
Sorry, I've been out that long.
Oh well. Well, I'll go check on something right quick. You need anything else?
Sometimes it helps to step away from an interrogation. The suspect may become nervous and begin to speak without thinking when the detectives return, or they may be more likely to believe that new evidence has been discovered in the meantime.
Coffee in here. I'll have the cigarettes in here.
I did. I did.
We can't use tobacco in the building. Yep. Tobacco free.
Y'all taking that out of the county too, ain't you? Where you can't even smoke anymore?
I don't know what they do.
They've done that in Pickens a while back.
I think trustees can, but I don't think they can do it in.
I understand. But is there anything else y'all want to ask me? Because I'm trying to answer everything truthfully. But the only thing I don't want to do is take a poly test because I don't believe in them.
Okay.
It's not.
Well,
it's not because.
Let me ask you this:
I'm lying.
what about giving us a blood sample or DNA swab?
For what?
Well, you watch CSI, right?
Yeah.
DNA is everywhere.
Okay.
You volunteer to give us a DNA sample? Okay.
But I don't trust the poly.
Okay. No, that's fine. Let me see if we can find somebody to do the DNA swab. Okay.
Okay.
Be right back.
Yes, sir. I'm not going far.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
This is Lieutenant Chris Scott from the Forensic Division. He's going to do the buccal swab if you said
Swab.
yeah, you would do it. Okay.
That's fine.
Let me fill this out real quick. What time you got? 5 minutes till. I got 7. Mine's a little bit fast. 55? 455? 5 would be close enough. We'll get cheap shoot. What's your full?
OSCAR.
Oscar.
Ernest. ERNEST. Lance.
LANCE.
Yes, sir.
Alright, it says I, Oscar Lance, after being advised I have the right to have an attorney present, and if I cannot afford an attorney, the court will appoint one for me. And that anything which I say or do can and will be used against me in court of law. I do freely and voluntarily give the investigators, Anderson County Sheriff's Office, permission to, that's called a buckle, BUCCAL swab. Okay, which is basically just your DNA.
I know they did that for you flu and all kinds of stuff when you got hospital.
Oh, yeah.
I have one question, and this ain't me trying to, how would they call it, am I lawyering up? Should I have an attorney here with me to protect both sides?
That's entirely up to you.
I mean, could I get a public defender here?
Not right now. You haven't applied for a public
I
defender.
don't know how that works. That's the reason I'm asking. Never been in these shoes. I just for both cases.
Generally, a public defender works is that you're booked into the jail. The judge does your bond. They have paperwork in there that you fill out and apply for the public defender, and then the public defenders come down and meet you.
Okay. I didn't know.
That's how that works.
I just wanted to ask, but yeah.
The police will never suggest that the best option is to speak to an attorney. Once one is requested, they are forced to stop asking questions.
If it works,
do this.
I can tell you if it works any other way, I've never been privy to it in my career, so that's the only way that I know that it works. Buckle swab of or from me for investigative purpose. I here got permission freely and voluntarily. There have been no threats made against me. I have not been coerced in any way. I have not been promised anything in return for giving this permission.
Yeah, they did. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm messing with you, boss.
I will get you to print your name here. Sign it right there for me.
Welcome back.
Hi, buddy. You can come. We got you taken care of, I see.
Sir.
Well, here's the deal.
I want to tell you, like I was telling him, I want to apologize about being defensive because I wasn't trying to be, but when you said that, that's about as serious as it gets. So, of course, I went on the defense.
Yeah. I understand that.
Just,
You know what that is?
looks like woods, boss.
Woods, what's that white thing? Right there.
Looks like a piece of cloth.
Piece of cloth, what's in that piece of cloth?
I don't know.
Do you know where those woods is?
You wanted to show me a little bit better.
That's all I got.
That's the only one you have?
Yeah. The woods behind your house?
They don't look like a shooting lane I have.
Does that not look like the woods behind your house, maybe?
I mean, it could be, but I mean, I have shooting lanes, walking lanes,
Well,
and paths.
I'm here to tell you that that's the woods behind your house.
Yeah.
That's a piece of white cloth. There's something in that piece of white cloth behind your house, which happens to be a gun stolen from Todd's house just last night, just behind your house. The Xbox 360 that's in your room, it's on that recliner or on that chair, not hooked up to anything, come from Todd's house.
Okay.
That TV comes from Todd's house. See where I'm going?
I know.
All that.
That's why I've been waiting you to come back in this room.
Okay. Why you been waiting?
Because he comes by my house in the middle of the fucking night, freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what the hell's going on, Jake? What's going on with you?
Predictably, Lance has decided to shift the blame onto his brother.
Me and Alyssa just had it out. I can't do this shit no more, Ernie. I went and done something I shouldn't have done. Can you do this for me? Next thing I know, the TV that's sitting on that stand sitting there, he brings in these hampers. It's got fucking hampers, like dirty clothes hampers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I can't take this home, I can't take this home. So I put it there. And that right there, out there, I don't know about it. I don't know if he put it out there or what, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he brought a bunch of stolen shit over there, and I didn't want to rat my little brother out. Because it's all I have.
They will sit there and lie to us.
I take it to the grave for him, but when you mention murder, I didn't kill no fucking body. I didn't, I swear to you. You hear this shit all the fucking time, but my 10-year-old daughter is worth staying here. Not going to fucking jail.
Okay.
But I told him he was stupid. He wouldn't tell me
what else did you do for him?
That was it. I moved that stuff out of the car.
You drive a BMW to Flat Rock Road?
No, I didn't.
You did.
Is that what I was told? Is that what was said to me? Said that I did?
Part of it.
Because I didn't do nothing. I mean,
Who was with Jake?
I don't know. He was by himself because the whole fucking car was packed. Yeah. The whole fucking car was packed.
I know he ain't driving 2 cars.
No, I'm saying, you're not listening to me. The whole fucking car was packed. There wasn't no room in the car for nothing.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, the guitars that were stolen and all that stuff, we got all the guitars back. The dead man's credit card information was in one of the guitar cases.
I'm telling you, I didn't do none of that shit. And I'm gonna be the one getting rounded up for the bullshit.
So who did, Jake?
I don't know. He come in frantic as hell. I didn't know what to say to him, how to work with him. He said, just hold on to this for me. Now that black bag you see
You
out
said
there,
you was with him all night.
I was hanging out with him in my house. We went around Horseshoe Trail and everything, but we never went far because he didn't have much gas. That's what he told me.
You still don't think he sold you out? This is part of the damn interview where he goes,
Let me hear it.
So that's where I was hanging out
you know, did it now.
My bad. I paid for it.
That bagger's dead. You need that charger. Put back on that.
I told y'all the truth. Just knew it. And I lied to y'all then. I felt bad about it, but I didn't want him in trouble. But I didn't know there was a body. I swear I didn't know there was a body. Funny.
Well, here's the thing.
Family's family. For you.
You say you're telling us the truth now, but a few minutes ago you were telling us.
So how can you trust?
So how do we know which one's the truth?
I just came out and that's why.
We came out in good faith.
I know you did, but I don't have a charge. I don't want him to have a charge.
He's got a charge.
I know he does.
Both of you have the charge.
I'm a grown man. He just had a baby born.
He's 19 years old. He's grown too. He knows the difference between right and wrong.
I understand. But depending that shit on me, some bullshit. But it ain't like I'm gonna go whoop his ass or nothing. I love my little brother. You mind if I slide towards you?
Oh, I'll take it a minute. Yeah, it won't take a minute. This is one of our old ones.
With his brother's betrayal, Lance is having to change his story rapidly, and it's not going to hold up under scrutiny.
Like I said, boy, I got no reason to sit here and lie to you.
I didn't want to lie to you, but I didn't realize how deep it went.
He threatened to break my mom, come my mom, a drunk ass whore.
That's what he told me.
He was gonna come put his boot up her drunk ass. And all this shit, man.
I told him it's commercial.
About 2 weeks ago, he called. He just kept saying, I'm gonna get county on you.
That was 4 days ago.
Mom was a cop and all this shit. And he's gonna kill me. And he was just making threats and threats and threats. Drunk as hell. All of this weed, man. I felt like my mom's life was in danger. So last night, I was hanging out with him. We could drink over there. Took a couple minutes. Went to Brooks' house. Two? Brooks' house. Yep. I didn't want him to go. So I was just driving.
And you know what he said?
So he didn't want to go.
He said he didn't want to go.
I was asleep.
Go around the window. Brooks is there. Just sitting there. He was drunk as hell. My brother, he was like, man, I need some money. I'm down with child support.
So you need money, you down with child support?
Did you call Joe? Just ask him my money. But I don't hear what he says. Because I believe you now.
It's like, I need some money. So we go in, and he just come in. Where is he now? Huh? How do you get in? Back, left side door. The left was locked. But it hasn't bell. It was ding, ding, ding. And here he is up front. So we walking through there, and I'm just standing there, and he's like, oh man, I want this TV, I want this gun, I want all this shit.
That when you want all the stuff?
Bullshit. He was my blood.
You know, whispering back and forth.
We'll talk in a minute.
I was the
No,
driver
we
that
didn't.
wanted to take care of Brooks' dad because he's been threatening her mom. Now you say
He said, I said that?
yeah.
So he's saying, I want to take care of him?
I seen it. Walk in, and he just starts packing shit up. I'm gonna get it back. All while he's drunk looking out. Put it in the car. He said, all right, open the doors. We walk in the bedroom, open the door. Brooks' dad, 1 second. First thing he does is grab his pistol. And my brother said, what the fuck you gonna do to your mom? He started beating the shit out of him like that. We're back on.
Think I'm making shit up?
I had a feeling you would. You ready for my statement?
I'm ready.
Now that he has heard his brother's confession, Lance realizes that he has lost any chance he may have had to avoid a murder charge.
You know, you've been scared to death ever since you've been here.
Let me tell you something. He brought that shit up about I hit that man. No, I told him, I swear to God, I sat there and I looked at him. I said, Jake, we got the stuff. He wanted the shit so he could go to Lando. You know who Lando is? The big drug dealer around here. He wanted to take all them guns, all them fucking TVs. The reason I packed that shit up so he can get fronted some damn way and make him some money. That's what the fuck happened. I said, all right, I'm down. I'll ride with you. About that fucking time, he's like, let's go do this. He had my papa's Louisville Slugger that we've had since 1930s, 1940s. This thing's old, been handed down. I said, Jake, come on. Because we came to the back door. All right, you got your front door. Let me remember it all. You got your back door. If you walk all the way past the living room right there, all the way, you got your stairs past it, that door to the left, that's the door we came through. I came in right behind him. This is the God, the honest truth I'm telling you now. I helped pack that stuff up for him, and I moved everything where the lawnmower is on the back door. I set it right there. And I said, well, I'm just putting stuff right here. He gets the fucking back, goes up in the fucking, goes to busting the door. I said, no, Jake, we're done. We're done. I knew where this shit was going. That motherfucker, drunk as hell, leaned over. He leaned his head up like this right here. And then Jake went, what the fuck you say about my mama? And hit him. And hit him. I don't know how many times he hit him. Because I done, and I grabbed Jacob. Come on, man, come on. Let's go. Well, I went outside. I took the bat out of his hand. I went outside, grabbed the TV charger, and walked straight out and started loading stuff up in the car. The next thing I know, he comes out 3 or 4 minutes later. And we leave. That's what the fuck happened, boss.
Okay.
I didn't kill nobody. I didn't put my hands on this man.
And then what? Keep going. You're not done. You got more.
I do have more. And then he took me the fucking keys to the damn car. And he said, let's go take a ride down the road. He said, because we can chop this up and I can get some more money and make me some dope money. And I'm like, Jake, why don't you just get a job? You can take this money right here that you make off this, fence it to somebody. I'm not in that life no more, boss. I said, you can fence that shit to somebody, and you can come up and get you a house. Even if you got to get fake piss, you can go somewhere and get a job. I kept trying to tell him, nah, man, nah. You drive that. You ain't driving my car. And you know the rest of the story.
So tell us.
No, we got to get it out.
Well, we went the back road behind West Side. You know, like you get the red light, West Side sitting on your left. Took that road, back road over there, drove down there. And it was his idea to try to burn the bitch. I was like, why I'm burning? I didn't want to be in it.
Yeah. Where's the bat?
Huh?
The bat.
I don't know where the bat is because I helped unload everything, and most of that shit got left in my house, and I didn't want it in my house. I told him I didn't want it in my house because that.
But you said you took the bat away from him. What did you do?
I took the bat away from it and put it in the back seat, the back right-hand corner of the silver car with a gray car that's sitting at Mama's house.
This explanation gives Lance a convenient excuse for his prints to be on the bat.
The Buick.
The Buick Regal, whatever the hell it is. And I set it back there because that's all the room. Because he had so many guitars sitting there like squished up against each other, like messing the things up. I was trying to move them over. I know my fingerprint's going to be on it.
Well, he said you threw the bat where the car got burned.
I did not. That's my papa's bat. He gave my daddy, which gave to me, and I gave to Jacob. No, I'm not being evil. I'm saying
me.
That pissed me off. He brought that bat. That's everything I know. Everything to the T.
Once you set the car on fire, what y'all do?
I didn't set the car on fire.
Once the car was set on fire, what did y'all do?
He brought me back to the house.
Did you stop anywhere?
Not that I know of.
You didn't stop at the stop.
It was late. It was dark. It was cold.
You didn't stop and get more beer?
Not that I recall of. That might have been when I got the 2 for $3 at a store. That could possibly be.
Is it true, did you ever go to that 7-Eleven?
Yeah, I want to say I went to that 7-Eleven, but I could have went earlier with her when she was dropping me off home. Like I said, I went out bowling, drunk a little bit, and I got her to stop by the store. I know I went to that store. I'm always there all the time.
Well, that's true. You did go bowling. And
yeah, I did. If y'all look that up. I'm sorry I lied to you, but I didn't.
So you get by with
When
it.
I walked in that fucking room, I ain't ever taught him that.
He's a cocky, arrogant, hot-headed kid.
All I could do was pull on him, man. I don't know if he still got a mark on his neck or not, but I was trying to pull him. Stop. Stop. I don't want to rat my little brother out.
He threw you under the bus.
That's why I played hard, because that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Fuck them. I don't know. I wouldn't go down for my brother.
I'm not after seeing that bullshit.
You know. I believe you.
I'm sorry I lied. I'm sorry I lied to you, but I can't believe my daughter.
Talking
I don't fucking listen.
Lance's emotional display may or may not be genuine. Either way, it will not affect the detectives.
I didn't kill nobody. I fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Now we move forward. We try to right our wrongs.
Where'd Jake get rid of his phone at?
What?
Where'd Jake put his phone?
I don't know. He always has it up his ass, but he never charges it. I'm so sorry.
I ain't mad at you.
No, I'm apologizing to Todd.
Oh.
I never meant for that. I didn't see him though.
Why'd y'all take the bat there?
I didn't.
Well, why?
He's had custody of it. I gave it to him a long time ago. That's his equalizer. I don't know if he still keeps it in the car he used to, because he sells drugs in Edgewood. People try to test him. You know how that shit goes. He keeps asking me to buy him a gun. He's fucking 19. I ain't buying you a gun.
So he took the gun, the bat in the house?
Yeah. Yeah, he took the fucking... There's a 22 in that white thing that you seen in the backyard. Mm-hmm. There's a 22, right? Mm-hmm. 22 sitting in it. Yeah. And in the other bag, that's the bag that I packed to give him his hampers back. I'm going to use these for dirty clothes. I don't know what I'm lined up for because I just admitted this. But I want you to know from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry, but I never put my hands on that man, ever. I mean, if you already got a clean in and clean out burglary, as you would say, and he's talking about it's for me, for my child support, you call Joe Mabry and you ask that man how hard I work. I work honest money. I don't need no dope thing. I'm not that way. And he's gonna walk scotch-free, and I'm gonna get locked up.
Who?
Jay.
Why is he gonna walk scot-free?
I assumed. I'm sorry. It makes an ass of you and me. I'm sorry.
His ass was in the jail. We saw you. You were sitting right there.
I'm gonna be there. I had to come clean.
You're right.
But I thought, let me be honest, I thought you was lying to me the minute she walked in the door. But that right there is proving me.
I ain't got time to lie.
I appreciate
it. We don't have time to lie. I mean,
I bet
it is what it is. I mean, you know,
like you said, I watch too much TV, but I figured this way.
But you knew in your heart, you knew.
I didn't know about Todd. And I didn't even know his name till now.
You knew in your heart what happened last night. You knew that man was dead. You knew we were coming because you were scared to fucking death the moment we came here.
When?
When we got to your house.
Look, I told you, there's two things I'm afraid of, DMV and the courthouse, bro. I mean, really, I get scared to death because I always wind up owing some money. Every freaking time.
Yeah,
I
believe you. I believe this was the most truthful thing you said all night, all day. I believe that. And you got to feel better.
But I did not hurt no man, and I'm still going to catch a charge for it.
Unfortunately, yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. Handle one, handle all.
I didn't know a fucking thing about that.
Just like if me and him go to rob a liquor store. I'm driving, he robbed it, I get charged. That's probably going to happen.
So what am I looking at, boss man?
Right now, I got a burglary first on you.
What's that?
Burglary first degree. We wouldn't.
I'll test them burglary first.
No, burglary.
Okay.
And I don't have the murder warrant yet.
I didn't touch nobody.
Both brothers insist that they had nothing to do with murdering Cantlay. If Lance can make the detectives believe that Jacob struck the killing blows, he may hope to get away with lesser charges.
My hands are turned on nobody. I'm telling you, as soon as I seen him, I pulled him.
Yeah.
We got the fuck out of the room. But I wasn't in the house in the last 5 minutes. I was out there, outside.
So what happened that last 5 minutes?
I was outside. I got the honest truth.
No.
Pinky promise.
No. What do you think happened?
I don't know. I have no fucking clue. But if I were to just put
So once he hit him in the head, how many times he hit him?
I can't count it. I can't fucking count it.
2, 3, 5, 10?
It felt like it was like 10 fucking times. You know how it just slows down?
Yeah.
But it. I'm sorry, Jacob.
You think he was? You think the guy was would survive that?
I don't know. And if y'all went in that living room, your door's right here. Couch is what I seen. The couch sitting right here, and all I seen of that man was laying. Okay, show you.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the couch right here. He was kind of, and he had this little end table.
Little coffee table right there.
Yeah. Coffee table right there. He was kind of leaning like this, and all I heard him say, "What the fuck? Get out of my house!" And Jake started swinging. And can I demonstrate? I grabbed him like this.
Who?
Can you turn around?
Yeah.
I grabbed Jacob like this. I think it was with this hand. He might have a scratch on his neck from it. And I pulled him. Quit, Jacob, quit.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned around, and when I turned around, he had it in his hand, and I just turned it back and walked out. That's what happened.
Where did the guy end up?
He was still sitting in the same position, and I didn't look at it. I was too afraid to look at it. Because I didn't know, it felt like to me he'd only hit him a couple times, just enough to like piss him off or enough to, hey, you don't talk about my mom. But the whole time Jake's sitting there talking about his mom. Are you gonna run your mouth about my mom? Want to rape my motherfucking mom? And that's he got that out of his mouth. That's stop. Because I know how he is. I didn't murder nobody.
Well, who set it on fire?
What?
Me.
Who set the man on fire?
I didn't see no man on fire. Are you fucking for real?
Yes.
It gets worse?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I didn't see him on fire.
That's why he had two.
Jake was in there for a couple more minutes. But when we was pulling our driveway, I didn't see no fire or nothing.
Yeah, he set him on fire.
The fire did not have time to become very large. Cantlay's son, Brooks, was able to wake up in time for it to be put out quickly.
Doused him up.
He said you did.
I did.
You said you took a knife and cut open a Zippo lighter fluid can and poured it on him and lit him on fire.
But I did. And now I'm going. You got me on my charges.
I'm just asking. Dude, I have no cause to lie to you. You know? And we're just trying to verify what he's telling us. Yes, the man was set on fire.
Well, it sounds like to me he wasn't up but a fucking getaway driver out that video. You know what I mean?
That's what he tried
That's
to
what that's what he tells us.
And here's the thing.
I ain't got to be for that man.
Listen, he's already charged with murder and burglary and all that mess, and he's got more charges coming. And he sat right there, he told his story just like I said he did. In which, at the time, I don't know you from Adam's house yet, but we're pretty good at judging personalities. I believe he has a cold heart. Jacob.
I wouldn't do that my worst enemy. Yes, I helped rob a place. Yes, I did. But it wasn't for my fucking child support.
What was it for?
For him. And I was gonna get a little bit of money, I ain't gonna lie.
Well, why did he feel the need to get in good with this Orlando guy if they've already been doing deals together?
Yeah, they had fallen out. Lando's the one that shot that motherfucker. Y'all had him in the court system a week ago. And he shot 3 niggas, and he's out. Y'all gave him $10,000 to get out.
I'll say y'all.
I'm not apologizing for the stereotype by no means, but one of the...
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
And they let him out over 10 grand. And he's out there about to go pop another person.
Who did he shoot?
I don't know. I don't get into it. I don't mess with that life.
Who's he about to shoot?
Look, I'm a consumer. Every now and then, I might buy a gram or two of weed from Jacob a month. I have a job. I have my prescription that I take. I drink beer every now and then. I don't do this shit, sir. Yes, I did last night. I did not murder that man.
Well, there's two more things that I need.
What do you mean, boss?
I need that bat.
I don't know. I honestly don't. I
need Jacob's phone.
I don't know where Jacob's phone is. I don't.
Jacob said you got rid of the bat. He won't. I don't think
everything on the tape. I already done everything.
I don't think. Listen to me. I don't think you had anything to do with Jacob's phone because I think Jacob has hidden his phone somewhere. But he says you got rid of the bat when y'all were trying to burn the car. And I just
tried to burn the fucking car.
I just want to know if it's true. Did one of you two grab the bat and throw it into the pines, or are we searching for worthless cause?
Did we throw it on the road?
This is the way it happened. He pulled in my yard, like, when you're coming down the road, to my house is, my neighbor's yard, 6-foot fence. He pulled right inside that green energy junction box, pulled up right beside my window. You know where my window is, right? On this side. He pulled up right there. He started handing me stuff.
Through the window?
Through the window. Well, some stuff, and I started loading some on the front porch that wouldn't go through the window. I was like, well, you're only going to keep this. He kept a bunch of electrical guitars. I was like, how are you going to explain that shit? Really, how are you going to explain that shit? And he brought in that little white hampers. I don't know if y'all seen them, but the white hampers is full of electronics. He said, I can come off of this on reason. I wasn't expecting much. I didn't realize my actions. I didn't think these through. But I don't know where the bat is, and I have no clue where it's at.
Well, he's telling us that you threw it into the pines where the car was. And I'm just trying to be straight up with you and ask you, is that true?
You gotta find a car?
Yeah, we found the car.
I mean, I didn't throw it back. But I did get a towel and wipe my hands off and my fingerprints off. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. Yeah, matter of fact, it's like a blue towel that was sitting in the car.
Lance is still not admitting to disposing of the bat. He wants that piece of evidence firmly connected with his brother.
No, I mean, you played hardball for an hour or so trying to play you didn't do it. I wouldn't expect.
I didn't want my family to go down.
Well, don't you think you've seen enough cop shows, when you're at the sheriff's office and you're wearing orange and all this, don't you think we kind of do know what happened?
Yeah, I fully believe it. That's why I was filling you out while you was filling me out.
Then we could tell.
But I don't make it out to lie.
Well, that's why I'm asking you now about the bat.
Yeah, I mean,
what's you see up lying about it now? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't use the bat at all. I took it from him and I put it in the right backhand corner of that gold card.
The gold card. Yeah. Because he's telling us that you took the bat and you chucked it.
Apparently, I done everything.
Killed,
burned, everything.
You know what Jacob said he did? Said he drove the car. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what Jacob said he did. That's all he did. He never confessed to hauling anything out.
I'm gonna hold cell with him for about 5 minutes.
Nope.
I ain't gonna kill him.
You don't need no more charges.
I ain't gonna kill him.
You don't need to whip his tail either.
I just want to talk to him like a big brother. Can you bring him here?
I ain't gonna do that.
No, I'm not meaning cross-talking. I mean, I want to ask him out of all the times I had your back, out of all the times you needed me, where the fuck you at now? You come to me for a problem.
What did you do the whole time? You tried to protect yourself. How long?
A good 45 minutes.
Oh, a while, right? So he's doing the same shit. He's just trying to get it off him.
But I never mentioned he done nothing wrong about it. Until then, right?
Well, you mentioned the first part of that video, too. That's just respect.
Yeah, I figured you edited it.
I didn't edit it. That's just the part where he started talking about what you did. Okay? Or what he says you did. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I understand. Self-preservation. You're trying to protect yourself and protect him in the process.
I'd much rather take a charge than him, but I didn't murder nobody.
Well, like I said, unfortunately, he probably was going to get charged. That's probably going to happen.
Amen.
But
for murder,
in South Carolina, the hand of one is the hand of all.
You could have found him.
How could I stop him?
You could have held him there, called police, called us when he got back home. Hey, I was with my brother. I said, he didn't fucking kill somebody.
Oh, yeah, we went over here and robbed the shit out of his house, by the way.
Yeah, you may get a damn burglary charge out of it, but it's better than a murder charge.
All right, how many years?
I don't know. That's not my area. If you cooperate, you know, they may go lightly on you. I don't know.
Murder, liable. So,
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not being a smart butt.
Yeah,
I moved here to South Carolina. I've lived here my whole life. There's a loophole to cover their ass and a loophole not to cover my ass. So, I've lived and learned, man.
I don't know. Not my area. But
What else you need from me, boss? Pretty much got my verbal statement, right?
Yeah.
Me crying like a bitch. Thank you, Jay. It's out.
You're not the first person that's ever cried in a statement. So don't even...
Look at me. I never touched that man. I wouldn't.
I believe it.
I didn't have beef with him. You heard that bullshit. I didn't have beef with this man.
What happened to Jacob's clothes?
Huh?
What happened to Jacob's clothes?
What happened to his clothes? What do you mean?
He said those weren't the clothes he had on, were not the clothes that he wore to the house.
No, I had camouflage clothes on.
Which ones?
Should be in his backseat. Mossy oak. Mossy oak and a green pullover.
What kind of shoes were y'all wearing? I see that he had on them white and gold things. What kind of shoes did you have?
It was some boots. Some
Like a boot, cowboy boot?
Nah.
Where are they now?
This is where your case comes together.
You know, the case is already together.
Pair of chaps.
Huh?
Pair of chaps. Sperry looking shoes. That's what I wore.
Pair of chaps.
Mm-hmm. Sperry looking shoes.
Huh?
That's what I wore.
Kind of like a boat shoe.
Mm-hmm.
We just wondered, because the house had that dust sheen in there.
Mm-hmm.
This shoe impression Jacob wearing.
I know.
Well, I mean, like I told you from the get-go, we make our cases before you sit here.
I know.
That's what I. Well, but you know, I mean, if you didn't throw the bat, you didn't throw the bat.
I didn't touch the bat besides taking it from him.
Lance is trying to get a feel for what the outcome of his case might be, but it isn't something the detectives can determine.
And I knew my fingerprints were gonna be all over it because I play roller bat every other weekend with my daughter out in the yard. You ever played that game? And that's the bat I use. I've been using it since I was a kid. So my fingerprints gonna be on there, but I swear, I don't care if you believe me or not, I ain't touched that man. I wouldn't have touched that man. If you had $1 million in your pocket and I need my child support paid, it ain't worth my time. I might cut your grass. That's the way I'm made.
What about taking the man's wallet?
I didn't touch no fucking wallet. You see my fingerprints on anything? I'm not being a smart ass, I'm just saying.
I'm asking.
I didn't take no man's wallet.
Did you see him do it?
Like I said, as soon as I seen him hit him, he went, look, where the front door is, you got that side door, right? I was walking right past it because I was looking at that hat on, because he has them crocodile looking hats, and I was looking out the front door. Jake pops the door up, and that dude said, you need to get the fuck out of my house, and Jacob starts wailing. And by the time I come around Jake, I grabbed the bat, and I had grabbed him right here. And then I grabbed the bat from him, turned around, and walked out. Come on, I hollered at him. I didn't know about the...
Well, let me ask you this. When y'all first got up to that house, did you go straight in, or did you look around and peek through the windows, or
He wanted to look around.
from the outside looking around?
Yeah, he wanted to look around. Went for the right side.
Did they ever think of, did y'all ever consider where the son was?
With a what?
Was his name Brooks?
Brooks.
That's the first thing I asked. And the second thing was, you sure?
Well, why go? What was you going there that late at night, knowing that?
Well, what? I was riding with him, and then we wind up
Most
right
people breaking into houses or steal shit, wait for people not to be there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what was the plan to go there that night, knowing that Brooks and Todd was going to be there that night?
Jake just wanted to scare the piss out of him. He wouldn't let that man know that he didn't rock his jobs. That he was just going to be the other way. It was not intended on, I mean, we honestly, until we hit that back window and he seen all that shit and TVs and all that stuff, there was no intention.
What do you mean about Rocky's world? I mean,
to just scare the piss out of him, make him realize who he really is, why he talked all that bullshit. And until he seen that, that's when he decided he wanted to take things. So,
so he took him.
I ain't gonna lie, I seen a couple of things I liked, but I knew in my heart I shouldn't have took it. But I didn't touch nobody.
Now the shoes, were they gray and yellow or were they?
Whose shoes?
Huh?
Whose shoes?
Yours.
No, mine were Sperry's.
The brown prairie.
Leather. You find them
Well,
in my
Sperry
house.
makes.
Y'all still in my house?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're maybe in my house. It's alright. But the chaps are sitting in my room, near my bed. I'm OCD as hell. You'll see it sitting right in front of my bed.
A pair of chaps, like briar chaps.
Chaps, boat shoes, leather. With a little, kind of like his sticks like that. That's what I want.
Okay.
But you have no idea where Jake's phone is.
I'll tell you the truth, man. I ain't told you where my phone is.
Do you go to Hardee's with him?
It's been nice. I was hungry as hell all night long last night. I had one of them Tostito pizzas, 99-cent one when I got home from work. I thought, oh. Then we had to go to bowling alley. Drinking don't help you much. Give you the munchies.
So, when you dropped off the car, is that when y'all went by your house?
It's when we headed that way. I'm not sure if I stopped and grabbed a bigger thing. You're talking about Mercedes or whatever, right?
Huh?
You're talking about the BMW.
Yeah. After y'all dropped off the car, did you go back straight to your house, or?
Yeah, I got dropped off.
So that's when y'all put the stuff in the house?
No. That was after.
So you left the house, dropped off stuff, dumped the car, came back to your house.
And he let me out. He was freaking out. And then he sent me a text on my phone talking about the feds are on your way.
Let me ask you a question. At any time were y'all in the silver car?
The silver car? No, sir. We're not in the silver car. Now, my girlfriend, the one I told you, Brenda Beard, she drives a pewter Volkswagen. It's new. It's like a 2014. It's sitting. If y'all walk outside and look, you'll see it sitting up there beside Bubbles and Bath. Now, I was with her.
Lance's girlfriend was not involved, and her car was not used.
But you and Jake went together in the silver car earlier
No,
today.
we weren't. I wasn't with him.
On a cul-de-sac.
No.
Okay.
He lives in a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Okay. Yeah, see. I ain't talked to Jake since yesterday. He ran off. And the next thing I know, I got a text on my phone talking about feds are on their way. And I'm going, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I was in bed.
You knew what that meant.
I was trying to get him to reply back to me so I could get the fuck out of there because my next text was saying, hey, meet me at the back where the scrapyard is.
What kind of phone do you have?
Cheap ass LG phone.
The flip phone or smartphone?
Flip phone.
Oh, probably more come over. For a photograph. He's on the way.
Was there anything else we need to know that?
I've been completely honest with you. Finally. And I apologize for lying to you.
I ain't mad at you. You got a job, I got a job.
Look, I'm mad at myself because I always tell my kids, you be honest. My name's Ernest. Ernest means honest and trustworthy. And what did I do? I broke both of them, right?
So, but you know what? You made it right going forth. And
You gotta feel better now.
I don't. I do. Because for the next 78 Saturdays, or if not longer, I don't get to see my baby. But that's a choice I made, right?
Well, you don't know that.
I know that.
You don't.
Because
You don't
the
know.
only luck I have is bad luck, boss man.
You don't know what kind of time you're looking at. I mean,
Well, hell, y'all, all right, y'all charge us. Let's get this right. Y'all charging me burglary, so I'll be at Anderson County. So, do whatever time there. But then with murder, that's a violent offense.
burglary first is about, you're looking at 15 to life here from the burglary.
Shit.
Because you go in there at nighttime and somebody gets injured and all that, that's 15 to life right there.
If that little Ass muncher gets off on this bullshit after all his mastermind.
He ain't getting off on it.
And what's worse, my mom just lost her kids. We're the only thing she has.
I thought she had more. You got other brothers and sisters that had different mama.
She has a daughter that's bipolar that I ain't seen in 7 years.
We got another brother who goes to Crescent and...
Two brothers, you said.
That's but that's my dad's side.
Oh, okay.
We are her life. I'm her alarm clock every day.
Do you have any contact with your dad?
Any contact? Yeah, my dad's dying of prostate cancer. He got 6 months. I was gonna go down there Sunday for that one. I mean, I'll be straight with you, you know. I'm trying. But you know what? It's too fucking late now. 15 fucking years.
Would you have done it if you hadn't been drinking and...
I wouldn't have done it at all. I just didn't want to punk out in front of him. I just want to let him know that I'm the one motherfucker that's got your back to the end until I seen him pick that bat up. And when I seen him pick that bat up, it reminded me of Lloyd Edward Lance, our father. And you might know him. Look him up. He beat my mom about 16 years. All kind of assault and batters. Look at my record up. I don't have that. I don't have that mentality. It wasn't in my mentality to take that pretty TV because I could have went to pawn shop and got it for $200. But you think about this shit, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I lied.
Yeah, like you said, you know, you got a job and I got a job. I ain't mad at you.
I ain't got a job now.
But you on the road to recovery. Just, I mean, how you start writing your own.
15 years, not including middle charge, right?
But it all depends.
I mean,
It depends.
when I get out, where am I going? Mickey D's?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? That's my
Hey, they're protesting to get $15 an hour, but we make what we make.
Yep. You mean imagine? See, when I first got out of the military, I signed up for here, and I had a second interview up here at the detention center. And I had court that day, child support. And I missed it, and they said, oh, you have to come back in 6 months. But if there's anything else you want to know, I done a swab test, and I wasn't lying about the poly test. I don't trust poly tests.
That's fine. That's
I
here
don't know
and
if
there.
anybody else has ever said that to you, but I don't trust them.
You ain't
let you swab me. I mean, but
you're not the first one.
The detectives have plenty of evidence against Lance, so they aren't concerned that he won't consent to a polygraph.
Well, we're going to have a guy come over, just take a couple pictures of you, too.
that's fine.
Take pictures of your hands and stuff like that.
That's fine.
You got a little mark right there on your neck. Where that?
This red mark area?
Yep.
I was 16, I was at Pelzer Park, and I had one. You see my bracelet I had? Well, I had a matching necklace, big old thick silver one. He was being a bitch, he didn't want to punch me. I was on top of him, he just grabbed that thing and said, whoosh. Looks like a hickey. Every girl I go out with, he's been sucking on me.
Scratch on your elbow, too.
This is work. Scar from work. I mean, I work, boss man. I climb up under houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fix.
Look, work.
I got you. I got you.
I mean, this ain't from assault and fighting. I mean, I really do. As a matter of fact, if I take this sock off right here, this probably purple, where I dropped a unit on it 2 days ago. I mean, I should fucking stay home.
Great. Maybe it up. Thought it was him. Heard somebody with boots on.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I go to jail now, right? When would I see a judge?
Well, now that this, well, he has to be tomorrow morning. At least.
Is there any, this is probably gonna be out my ass, but any possible way of bonding? Because I'm not gonna run it. But I'd stay in jail.
You have to see a judge, and the judge at the jail, they're gonna give you no bond because they can't on these charges. And then one day next week, you'll see another judge, and they'll
Circuit court judge.
yeah, and it's up to them on what kind of bond you get. I don't know. I don't want to give you false hope, but I don't know.
I'm not gonna run. I just wanna see my kids. Libby's got a Girl Scout meeting Wednesday.
Well, you said it earlier. It is what it is. No, we have to move on with it. You need anything while we're waiting on him? Do you need anything while we're waiting on him?
Cigarette, I do.
You know they took tobacco away from us. We can't help you with that. They even charge us more on our insurance.
Yeah,
If we do.
They done that with me at Bosch. I was like, really? You make a lot of sense. 6 hours somewhere. So 15 years in jail. I might as well
That's
just
what-
shank my ass.
Huh?
Might as well just get somebody to shank my ass. 15 fucking years for one night stupidity.
You ever been in jail?
Yeah, I've been in jail.
Ever been in prison?
Nope. I'll be going to prison though, wouldn't I? Or do fed time somewhere.
No, there's no feds involved in this.
Fire charge, boss man. I didn't do.
Not feds. Feds ain't got shit to do with it. Well, it may come to a thing to where, the solicitor's office may reduce your charge to testify against your brother.
And what would I look like then?
Well, I don't know. Here's the difference between you and him. You have shown emotion, he hasn't.
I'm sorry. Oh, fucking crap.
I ain't judging you. I'm not saying that I wouldn't bother sitting,
I didn't hear you.
There's a lot to take in. Okay, the computer back in now.
You want some more coffee, man?
Please.
Let me see if I find something in this building.
Thank you very much.
Be right back.
Lance can't help crying when he imagines what his sentence will be. He is facing the genuine prospect of spending the rest of his life in jail. Jacob and Oscar Lance pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter, first-degree burglary, and 2 counts of third-degree arson. Each was sentenced to 30 years in prison for the murder and burglary, and 15 years for the arson, which is to be served concurrently. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like the video. And if you want to support the channel even more, there's a Patreon link in the description below. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.